to play? What to play? Yeah.
He gets it off. Gets up this drive.
What was that? You know, I gotta play something that's a little more calming, that's a little more not EA, that's a little more... Oh. The Legend of Zelda was the first ever game to actually have a save state. There was a battery pack inside this that let you save, but after 12 years, the battery would die and you wouldn't be able to play the game anymore. Or rather, save the game. Now, The Legend of Zelda wasn't like a high score-based game. It wasn't just a game to where you had to get a certain amount of points. It was a game where you made progress, where you had to get to the beginning of the level and get to the end of the level. Now, you could say games like Super Mario Bros. Was too, but that was more, that they really tried to have a high score-based thing. You have the points in the little corner that tells you how many points you got. I am trying to complete every single Legend of Zelda game that there ever was, and I am kind of there. I'm currently playing through A Link Between Worlds, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and Triforce Heroes. But I've already completed some of them, and one of the ones I completed, The Legend of Zelda. Alright, let's play The Legend of Zelda. Here we go. So this takes place at the end of the timeline, so that means the Majora's Mask, it's not the Majora's Mask Link, so it's not Linky. It's not Wind Waker Link, so it's not Linkle, I believe that's what I named him. So what is his name? Well, there's no better name than Goat. Here we go. So the game starts and you have nothing but a shield. Now the controls are a little finicky with the D-pad, but otherwise than that, it feels good. You go down in this hole, and there's this guy that says it's dangerous to go alone, and you take your sword. You will be useful someday. So now you can attack with A. If your health is full, you have to shoot out your sword like that. But honestly, I really don't like how he shoots his sword. I honestly really hate it. It makes it hard to attack enemies, and it just makes it so easy to die. Yeah, this game was not easy. The only way I beat it is using the Switch and using the ZL and ZR rewind buttons. So let's continue. We're gonna see how this goes on. Yep, this is much better. "1980s gamer agrees." Maybe Peter Giles will help. So, I think what we should talk about for this game, let's start with the good. Now, what do I like about this game? I like how it doesn't spin in a chair while it's trying to explain how good it is. Okay, first of all, I actually do like the style of the game a bit. It looks pretty good. I appreciate that it was the first game that ever saved, and it actually started a whole lot of stuff. But is this game good? No. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the mix. What I think is just alright with the game. First of all, I think the dungeons are pretty standard Zelda dungeon. I don't dislike them, but I don't love them either. They're pretty standard. I do like the controller design. I said the D-pad is really hard to move with the D-pad, but I do like the controls. It's not bad for an NES game. And now we're gonna move on to the bad. And oh boy, I have a lot to say. First of all, how in the world are you supposed to beat this without a guide? Literally, go right now, go to your Switch, go to NES Online, and play it for 20 minutes. Watch, you're not going to have any idea what you're doing. I had to look up countless things during my first playthrough to try to find out where I am. What kind of map is this at the top? This doesn't make any sense. I'm just a green dot going through this blank thing. And you don't even get an actual map in the game. It's literally just that for the entire thing. Just like Link's Awakening on the Game Boy, you're gonna have to switch your items out constantly. Why couldn't they have mapped buttons to different places? I mean, sure, the NES only has 4 buttons, but still. And while I do like the exploration, I think it goes way too far with just hidden stuff. Oh, burn this random bush to get a sword upgrade. Burn this random bush to get a letter they have to deliver. Just burn some other random bush. Just walk into a wall and you win. How does this game have a 4.6? This game hasn't aged well, but I know why it's important. And I honestly don't recommend you playing this game unless you are a really big Zelda fan. I honestly feel like Zelda had a pretty bad early baby life. I feel like Zelda games didn't really get good until Link to the Past and Link's Awakening. And that's all I really have to say. You can go try it. I just wouldn't go out of your way to actually spend money on it. If you have the NES Online, sure you could try it, but it's not worth that much. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'd say it's like a 3.5 or a 35%. But now, we're going to see what I'm going to play next. Now, I think I'm going to go in order from the older Zelda games to the newer Zelda games. So, let's see what I'm going to be playing next. No! But anyone wondering what platforms you could play Zelda on if you're interested?
Famicom, NES, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, Wii Virtual Console, 3DS Virtual Console, Wii U Virtual Console, and NES Online.
So that was my rating and review of The Legend of Zelda on the NES. Come back next time for Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Prepare for it to be on a low score because I do not like that game. But thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, do not forget to give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss an upload. I'll see you in future videos. Bye!